If you can either be good, you could either be good with needles, or you're not.
Yeah.
And
we've had patients pass out.
Oh yeah.
pass out.
Yeah, usually men.
Man? Oh yeah, dude,
We lie
they're
about-
wusses. They're not like us. We're stronger. No, but it's because it's the fear. It's
Yeah.
a pick,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
but it really doesn't hurt. It doesn't.
No, it
After
doesn't.
I psyched myself out and you do it,
I
she'd
think
say
it's
they're
worth just
done.
thinking about it than receiving
You're right,
it.
because
Yeah.
it doesn't hurt, and then you feel, oh, that was silly. Like, okay, okay, I knew that didn't hurt, but it's because you see this crazy looking needle coming at you, you know. and
It's
not
scary.
very good. Yeah, it is scary. But you're okay with it, and intravenous, you have no problem with that?
No.
Does it ever bother you that not getting, like some people's veins, you have a hard time
Boy,
with it?
after the third time, you're kind of, okay, Tammy, would you
Okay,
like to try it
next.
now?
Okay, meanwhile, the patient's arms all blue, or
Because it's not because you don't want. Sometimes you just don't have veins, you know?
have you ever missed?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so you guys are normal, that's
But
fine.
I usually
And we
get
had
mine for
some
sure.
too.
You should practice on each other if you do
Yeah, we
it.
did.
have.
We did.
You have to?
Yeah, we don't have to, but
You
we
don't-
have.
Oh, well, there you go. So you must really like
It's
me
always
doing that.
good to know how the patient feels.
Oh.
Exactly.
That's my theory.
I hear you. So here in Temiskaming, what type of cases have we had? Some severe cases, obviously.
Oh my goodness, we've
Oh
had
my God.
everything.
We got burns, we got major traumas, heart attacks.
Automobile accidents, strokes, major
respirator-
bleeding, amputations. We've had births. The last 2 births I've attended.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
yeah, that was cool.
We're not even equipped for it.
Yeah, we are.
Are we?
Oh yes, we are. We
Wow.
have an incubator. Oh
Oh,
yes. If
okay.
it comes down to the last 5 minutes and she just shows up and that baby's coming out, well,
Wow.
we'll deliver it if we have to.
Don't have too
wow.
much choice.
Yeah,
Oh my
we don't
God.
want to deliver en route, so you know if it's going to be within the next few minutes, we'll
may
do
as well.
we'll do
Sure.
it here and then ship them out.
Oh, jeepers, Murphy.
Yeah.
All the way. Go
Yeah.
for it. That's
yes.
okay. So obviously, I mean, you know, we're a small town again. I keep saying it's a small clinic, but we've had so many cases here in Temiskaming.
Oh yeah, it's not because it's small that
We're
we
well
don't get big
equipped.
cases. Yeah.
We might be small, but we're well equipped to handle pretty much anything that might come our way. Mind you, if it's major trauma, we
ship it
will
to the,
try and stabilize them, or
the
just
best
you know
hospital.
if it's a big emergency and we know that it's
First
it's
thing
no
is to,
big
to
do or die,
stabilize the
out we
patient.
go,
Yeah.
like you know.
Okay. And that's obviously because of more equipment, more
more
things
specialty,
needed.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
right. It depends on the casualty of the
Being
victim.
close to a surgeon is usually the
Those
main
mock
reason.
disasters that they do,
Yeah.
I'm really quite impressed with them because
those are great.
How is it at the hospital with those? Because they make it look like it's a live thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
And
feels
We
like a
try.
life thing.
Well, it's.
Do you guys know about them?
do we
About the
know
live-
that they're coming?
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
not
yeah,
fun
yeah.
then, because then if they caught you off guard, sort of.
Yeah, I know, but it's a learning experience, so you don't
Okay.
really want to catch anybody
No,
off guard too
but-
much.
no,
because
give them
it's
a
a
heart attack.
training, learning thing.
And
Yeah,
there is a
exactly.
lot of adrenaline going
Yeah,
on.
because
that,
if we know it's coming, we start to read more our procedure book and get prepared for it.
Because that's a
Okay,
lot
what
of
does-
things. It looks
Yeah.
like it's a,
It's simple,
not
but
that
it's-
big, but
It takes a lot of
start with
people
the,
and a lot
the
of work
doctor
and a lot of
then
planning. Yeah.
Yeah.
where do they go and
Where they
you
go
know,
and what to do with them, and you know, your steps have to be followed and
yeah.
everything.
And it
Yeah.
can really happen, and that's the thing. You always have to be aware of that.
It's not completely realistic, but at least we know
You
the
get a good
steps
idea,
to
yeah.
go through, and we have an idea of how to handle
That's right.
something if
That's
it
right.
does happen.
And that's okay because it refreshes your
Yeah, it keeps us sharp.
abilities, keep you going. I
Yeah.
agree. And I'm sure there's many rewards about being a nurse. And
Oh, yes, there is.
I would like to hear some of your rewards about being a nurse, like individually.
My latest one, I was taking care of this elderly lady on long term, and I don't know, she's just really fun to get along with, and she's always happy and laughing, and she just really liked the way I was taking care of her. And when I was putting her to bed, she said, "What is your name again?" And I told her my name, and I had to write it down for her so she wouldn't forget.
Oh.
And she says, "I'm going to pray for you."
Oh,
And I don't know, maybe you wouldn't understand, but to have a patient pray for you because you took such good care of them, I thought, yes, this is why I'm a
I
nurse.
do understand. Been there, done
Yeah.
that with a nurse in North
Yeah,
Bay.
I said,
and,
that's why I'm in.
That's a rewarding thing.
Yeah.
That's something you'll always remember.
That's true.
What about
Yeah.
you, Cynthia? Do you have anything that's has
Well,
been
me at the
rewarding?
emerge, I don't see them as a long period as she does, but there's still some that they're gonna come for, let's say, a wound or anything, and you're gonna teach them the basics.
Mhm.
And then
How to take
when
care.
they see that you know what you're talking about, they're coming back and then they ask you some questions because they know you're going to find an answer for them. And if you're not sure, you're going to go get the
Yeah.
answer and give it to them.
That's
Mhm.
really
So
that's
just the
encouraging.
fact that they come to me and ask me, Cynthia, how do you do this and what could happen with that? Just the fact that they have that
The confidence.
that
in you.
confidence in me, it's such a big thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
And
it's
especially
good
me
for
because
you.
I'm young, you know. I just started and they still got that
She's
confidence.
the youngest one
yeah.
at the hospital.
And the little kid.
Yeah, but that's how you're going to gain your experience.
Yeah.
You're going to get
Yeah.
in there, and
Yeah.
first thing you know, everything's going to be just.
Well,
you're gonna
working at the emerge, I mean, I see so much things that, and the girls are always there if I got something that I'm not sure about, or
You
the
ask.
doctors. We're really close to the doctors, actually.
Mhm.
I mean,
Yeah.
we still ask, no matter where you are in.
Yeah,
in
if
your
I'm not sure
levels,
of
you're gonna
something,
ask.
it's for sure I'm gonna go check or ask.
That's
Oh
the
yeah,
best.
we depend a lot on each other's
Yeah.
knowledge and
It's fun.
You need to do that,
Yeah.
and I'm sure there's like many
we're-
advantages.
We have a lot of good team work.
Yeah.
And
going
you
on.
need that.
Yeah.
You need to
Yeah,
keep
it's really
the
important.
concept going of
Yeah.
keeping your morale up, keeping yourselves going.
Yeah.
Because I think if you let yourself go down, then you won't be performing to the fullest that you're able to
Yeah.
perform. I mean, it would be normal for you to drop, but I think because of your profession, you don't allow it. You don't. You guys are hard on yourselves. You don't allow it. It's true. I've seen it, and my hat goes off to you guys because it's not always easy. And you know, you're on your job, and you're on the go. There's always something to do, and you know, tend to this patient, tend to this one, or what. It doesn't matter. There's always your routine is there, and you always have something to do, and it's a good thing. So you guys are doing a good, great job there. But I'm sure there's also difficult moments that you have.
Yeah. It's not always blue.
You know,
When you got somebody that you know that dies, you just can just stay there and say that it doesn't. You don't feel nothing.
Yeah, because you tend to build a really close relationship with patients who have been hospitalized for a long time,
That's
and
right.
with their families, especially with their families. Like, you know, you
Especially
you
the
see
one
them
in
for
palliative
months.
care.
Yeah, you see them for months
Yeah.
on end.
And then
You
you
know,
finally
watching
see
their
them
family,
going down and down and
loved
down,
one
and
die.
finally they die.
Yeah. And you don't see these people anymore after that.
no,
You know, you get close to these family members and you become friends, and
that's right.
you know, you joke around with one another a little bit, and you help them tend to their loved ones, and you show them how to take care of them and
Right.
how to, you know, make them comfortable and turn them
Feel at
and clean
ease.
them.
That's
and,
right.
You know, you get them to participate, the ones who want to, as much as possible, and you show them different things. And then when their loved one dies,
It touches you.
oh
It-
yeah,
it- I'm
it
sure
does.
it
And then you kind of lose those relationships after a while. But then, you know, someone else
Well,
comes
some
along and
comes
you start
back
over
sometimes.
again.
They come back
Yeah.
sometimes and just to see how we're doing. And
Yeah.
That's kind of nice.
Yeah, that
It's
happens
encouraging too for you
And
guys.
being in a small town, me being related, born and raised, and come back to work, and I'm related to everybody and everybody and their dogs. So everybody that comes in, you know, sometimes through emergency, like whether it be ambulance or whatnot, it's been happened a few times that it's been one of my relatives, and you know, it's hard to see, or
It's a tough
or a
thing.
close family friend, or that's a little more difficult sometimes.
And
And you
it's-
just got to keep your professionalism and keep going.
And it's okay though. Like, I mean, even if your guard does go down, you're only human.
Exactly.
If you
Yeah.
shed a tear because you lost a patient, it's because you really cared.
Yeah.
And honestly, if you didn't shed a tear, we'd say, well, do they care? Like,
Yeah,
you know, and
exactly.
you're only human, and we all cry at a moment, and there's a time, and you're only human. You know, you're bound to make a mistake, but you're bound to keep going. You're there to make the people at ease, and you do what you do to the best you can. So there's nothing more. And if you shed a tear, you shed a tear.
Oh yeah,
You're only human.
more than once.
So do you have many bosses, you guys? Like, do you have? You're in emergency and you're in long term.
Yeah.
So is there two separate?
No, I'm in short term.
Oh, short term.
Short
Sorry.
term. Well, I kind of work a little all over, but mostly my post is in short term.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you have
My immediate supervisor is Marilyn Carroll.
Okay.
She's the head of our department.
She's a
and,
nurse
and
as
the
well,
long-term,
right?
and she
Yeah.
is a nurse.
Okay.
And then our superior, Carol LaHaye, she's the director of nursing.
Okay.
And on the
emergency
the frontline
Grenier
and in front the boss of frontline services and the outpatient clinic and the emergencies, Evelyn. Yeah.
Evelyn who?
Grenier we met.
Oh, we met.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
And she's
everything's-
also a nurse.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, that's right.
All our bosses are nurses.
There, so it's like a trend of people
Hierarchy.
of all with the same trade.
Yes.
Oh, that's all right though, and it's good. I think, like I said, what you guys
Well,
do
there's
out
a
there-
reason for that, because they are trained in the nursing profession. So who better to be a boss of a nurse is another
And
nurse.
One that knows
Well, yes,
what's
of
going
course.
on and what we're
Something
going
happens, well, at least they can guide you, or
Yeah.
they're there to give you that extra step or whatnot.
Mhm.
True, that's a good point. Well taken. Well, I mean, again, I've said it earlier, and I'm going to say it again. It's not easy being a nurse because sometimes I'm sure there's some constructive criticism out there. Yet there's some congratulations out there.
Yeah, but
And
there's more good than
There's,
bad.
I was going to
Yeah.
say that. I'm sure there's a lot more good than there is bad, and for the little bit of bad that there is, it's very, very
Well,
minor.
sometimes the bad brings the good.
Brings out the good in people too, and it brings out. Well, I want to thank you for coming on and
Well,
informing.
thanks for having us.
Informing the people about our nurses here in
Yes, it's
Temiskaming.
a great profession.
And,
Yes, and I encourage anybody to go into it.
There, and everybody's getting along quite well because
Yes.
by the sounds of it from you two, you were unison the whole time there while you were talking. So everything, no, but it's good because
That's because we work too much together.
Yeah, I think.
yeah, but it's because you've become a family friend thing.
Yeah.
You know, it's not anymore. I work with you. You're my friend. You're my coworker. You're my
Yeah.
confidant half the time
Yeah.
because you're sharing amongst the same
Yeah.
secrets and everything. So
Mhm.
it's not always easy.
Mhm.
So girls, keep up the good work. And if I get sick, I hope you guys are the one taking care of me. I don't wish to say I get sick,
Haven't
but I
we?
mean. Oh, you have. Oh, yeah. I'm sure there's got to be a file there that big. And besides, my son has had 2 casts, so I'm sure somebody has done it, which he's going to get when he gets married. I'm going to give them that with his Tylenol and his bandages and all of the stuff. Poor kid, he has no life. I keep teasing him. My dad does say, he says for a joke when he goes to visit, Jeremy, how are you? Oh, Papa, I don't have any bandages. Right away, he says that because my dad lifts up his shirt and everything. Do you have any bandages? So you guys
I'm
have
sure
always-
we'd recognize him if he came through.
Oh, I'm willing to bet you would. But I mean, I'm sure he's not the only kid in town that's been up there.
No.
But,
No.
Again, keep up the great work. And I know it's not always easy, but you guys are doing a great job.
Oh, thanks.
So thanks for coming on and talking about it. And who knows, maybe in the future, if something comes up, we'll come back on and enhance the subject. Who
Yes.
knows?
It'd be
Okay.
great.
Thanks again for coming on. So as you see, we had 2 wonderful guests tonight. There are many nurses out there, and we couldn't bring them all out tonight, but we just wanted you to know that these nurses take care of you, and they're great people, and they're not only nurses, but they become your friend and a good confidant while you're there. So I'm Lisa Maury. I want to thank you for watching Channel 13.
Bonjour tout le monde, bienvenue à la Sûreté du Québec, votre police de proximité. Aujourd'hui, on parle d'un sujet qui vient toujours de débuter, on parle de la pêche. Beaucoup de gens ici à Témiscamingue pratiquent la pêche, donc c'est important de vous faire un petit rappel des règles en vigueur. Souvent, je vais vous dire avant de partir, n'oubliez pas de prendre votre permis de pêche, parce que pour pêcher, ça vous en prend un. Au niveau des limites de prise, les gens on se fait des questions. On rappelle dans les zones libres, OK? La zone 13 ici, dans la zone libre. Pour le doré, hein, c'est vraiment un doré qu'il faut au moins 30 cm de long. Il faut avoir de 12 pouces. Puis si vous le faites en filet, il faut qu'il y ait au moins 20 cm. Donc, quand votre poisson est à la limite, là, vous pouvez le conserver en entier. Ça va vous éviter des problèmes parce qu'un filet, des fois, de 20 cm dans un poisson de 30 cm, c'est quand même difficile souvent. On parle aussi pour la truite grise, un minimum de 40 cm de longueur dans la zone libre. Puis sur le lac Kippewa, c'est 50 cm. Donc, c'est quand même des bonnes petites grosseurs. Donc, faire attention à ça pour ne pas avoir de problème à ce niveau-là. Quand on parle des écs, le doré, c'est un minimum de 35 cm. Puis, il n'y a pas de limite pour la grise. Ça, donc, on parle des espèces qui sont plus réglementées. C'est vraiment la grise et le doré. Pour ce qui est du brochet, de la mouchetée, le moucheté, c'est une limite de 10 dans la zone libre et de 7 mouchetés dans les écs. Donc, faire attention à ça. Puis le reste, c'est de brochet 6 comme à l'habitude. Quand vous partez en expédition de pêche, souvent, une chose qui est très importante, de ne pas oublier là, votre veste de sauvetage, hein, si vous prenez un bateau. Être sûr d'avoir aussi tout l'équipement nécessaire, des rames, des trousses de premiers soins. En cas, on va toujours se préparer au pire, mais il faut en espérant qu'il n'arrive pas, justement. Je parlais aussi le 5 et le 6 juillet. Il va y avoir ce qu'on appelle la journée de la pêche. Cette journée-là, vous allez pouvoir pêcher pas de permis. C'est une journée de promotion de la pêche, donc c'est pour votre connaissance. Aussi, une chose très importante, quand vous allez en plein air, vous allez en forêt, n'oubliez pas de ramener vos déchets. Très important. On va garder les poissons en santé longtemps. Si on veut en avoir plus, il ne faudrait peut-être pas polluer pour les garder. Une chose aussi que les gens nous demandent beaucoup, c'est le livret de pêche. Maintenant, ils ne les donnent plus. Avec les nouvelles lois, ils ne les donnent plus dans les stations à l'endroit où vous achetez votre permis. Il faut le commander. Donc, pour le commander, je vais vous donner le numéro de téléphone là, que vous pouvez appeler, c'est gratuit. C'est le 1-866-410-0899. Ou si vous voulez, vous pouvez aller par l'Internet qui est au www.fapaq.gouv.qc.ca. Donc, c'est les deux endroits où vous pouvez vous commander votre livret avec tous les règlements sur la pêche au Québec. Je vais terminer en vous lançant une invitation. Le 1er juin, dans quelques semaines, la Sûreté du Québec va tenir une journée sur le vélo. Donc, à la gare, à partir de 11 h le matin, on va tenir une journée sur la sécurité en vélo. Donc, les enfants sont tous invités à venir voir leurs connaissances, parcourir un petit parcours d'habileté sur le vélo avec la sécurité. Il devrait y avoir un repas de vendu, des hot dogs, des hamburgers sur place. Donc, je vous lance l'invitation. C'était François Côté pour la Sûreté du Québec, votre police de proximité.